game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive. Ball for a first down. First down, Carolina. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down, Mayfield again. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mayfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the himself open for an easy touchdown.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Waste of time.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield with it once more. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
On 3rd down, Mayfield got a man. To stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Stepping, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Washington, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6.
First half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he'll air this one deep and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mayfield now from the 50. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here's a 3rd down and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
That is
by the time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Panthers.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And on second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington, nothing. Joey Slye.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up for the counter. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mayfield on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Play fake. Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as... He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 23, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out.